There is much illusion in the world of love flashes of affection, and words spoken at midnight often mask the absence of true connection. The ancient Stoics taught us to pierce through appearance and seek substance. Today, let us examine in detail the rare qualities, the enduring acts that disclose authentic love. If you wish for wisdom in love, look not to what is shouted from rooftops, but to what is quietly woven into daily life. 1. Her nurturing is selfless and unbidden. The Stoic sage values deeds over declarations. Observe a woman who attends to your needs without being summoned. She brings comfort when you least expect, remembers to care for your well-being in the smallest ways, and anticipates your needs, not because it's expected, but because it springs naturally from within her. Perhaps she prepares your morning coffee just the way you like it, places a gentle hand on your shoulder before you realize your own tension, or checks in on your health after a taxing day. Such nurturing is not rooted in servitude or lost identity, but in genuine investment. She does not tally her actions, nor does she remind you what she's done for you. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, what is not good for the hive is not good for the bee. In her, your struggles and victories become shared ground. But more profoundly still, this care only appears after deep trust is established. No one will disrupt comfort or habit for someone whose presence is fleeting. So observe, does her care persist on mundane days, or is it only present when convenient? When her nurturing is consistent and unforced, you touch something sacred intimacy built on intent, not exchange. Let your gratitude reflect her virtue, and never take kindness as entitlement. It is in these silent gestures that love's truest voice is heard. 2. She upholds your name in absentia. The Stoics held reputation as the reflection of character, and true affection is measured by the defense of one's honor in unseen spaces. Pay close attention to how she speaks of you among friends, family, and acquaintances when you're not present. Does she challenge unfair criticism and refuse to let idle gossip tarnish your character? Does she correct misunderstandings rather than letting half-truths grow? A woman in love will instinctively shield you against ridicule, offering support without need for instruction. She becomes a quiet guardian of your dignity, stepping into discomfort if it means protecting your image. This is not about blind loyalty or denial of your faults. True devotion is not flattery. When mistakes are made, she acknowledges them with fairness, not malice. She does not weaponize your errors for power. Instead, she sees her loyalty as a mirror of her own integrity. As Seneca said, loyalty bought with money may be overcome by money. When a woman will defend your absence as steadfastly as she encourages your presence, you have found not just affection, but alliance. 3. She chooses emotional integrity before commitment. Modern romance often puts labels before substance. The Stoic, however, values virtue and constancy over public declarations. Notice if she begins to limit emotional entanglements long before you officially define the relationship. Does her energy center upon you, naturally reducing attention given to those seeking her time for lesser reasons? Maybe she withdraws from conversations that would dishonor your budding connection, or quietly resists invitations that lead to temptation. She thinks deeply about how her actions might echo in your soul and hers. This isn't about restriction or fear, but harmonious alignment, a form of prudence. Instead of broadcasting your connection for validation, she chooses privacy, guarding the bond as something precious and fragile. She disciplines her impulses, not to control you, but because her values and feelings align. So ask, does she protect what you're building, even before it's official? In Stoicism, restraint and intention precede words. True exclusivity begins with unspoken honor. 4. She integrates, without disappearing. The greatest love stories are not those in which one partner dissolves into the other, but where both grow more themselves within the bond. When a woman deeply values you, she learns the rhythm of your life, but not at the cost of her own. She seeks to understand your ambitions and is genuinely curious about your passions, whether they be late-night creative sessions, early workouts, or silent meditation. She adapts not by soldiering through what she hates, but by finding genuine meaning in your pursuits. She listens to your dreams. Perhaps she asks about your mentors, helps you plan, or encourages you when you question yourself. She's there for late talks after difficult days, not out of obligation, but because she chooses partnership over convenience. Equally important, she maintains and honors her own life, her friendships, her passions, her growth. No healthy union requires self-erasure. As Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. If she holds her ground while flowing alongside you, this is true connection, not escape, but elevation. Ask yourself, does your partner's life expand alongside your own, or shrink? The answer reveals whether you are building love or merely trading dependency. 5. She remains when the mask falls. Everyone enjoys sunlight, few endure storms. In love, as in fortitude, one's worth is proven in hardship. When you reveal your doubts and wounds, do not fear observe who stays. The woman who truly cherishes you welcomes your vulnerability with presence, not judgment. She listens not to fix, but to witness. She sees you whole, refusing to weaponize your weaknesses. True love does not retreat before imperfection. It respects the courage it takes to be open. Perhaps she reminds you of your strength in moments of failure, urges you gently toward growth, but never belittles. She is not interested in the curated image. She reveres the real human, knowing that scars and struggles are part of the journey. The Stoic trusts neither praise nor criticism more than he trusts self-reflection. If your partner anchors herself by your side during difficulty, not from obligation, but recognition, that is rare and worth honoring. 6. She fosters your virtue, not just comfort. A final mark. Stoic love uplifts, rather than indulges weakness. Does she challenge your thinking, nudge you out of complacency, and encourage you to act nobly? True devotion sees your potential, even when you do not. She respects your discipline, values your honor, and shares in the project of personal growth. A partner who truly loves you will sometimes hold you accountable with compassion, reminding you of your commitments, calling forth your better self, and rejoicing in your progress. This support is not nagging. It is the sincerest form of encouragement. Through partnership, both rise together. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The woman who loves you will echo this sentiment, not by asking you to shrink, but by urging every part of you to expand. If you have witnessed even one sign here, reflect deeply. Love is not found in fleeting passions or perfect stories. It is forged in the unseen details, in consistency, and in shared trials. Leave a comment with the word anchor, a symbol for the Stoic of stable, enduring partnership. Subscribe if you value substance over show, if you wish to build not flashy romance, but steadfast union. Here we seek not sensation, but wisdom, and the strength that comes from clear-eyed love. Comment anchor if you have encountered this in your life, if you aspire to it, or if you choose today to cultivate it in your own way. Each anchor matters, because in a drifting world, root and virtue are everything.